After a crazy, wonderful Champions League performance from Arsenal, we also had Chelsea putting out a fantastic display against Barcelona. And now I know Barcelona were playing with 10 men, but you know what? We see what happened to Man U against Everton. Just because you're playing 10 men does not guarantee a magnificent one. Let's have a quick look at how I want Arsenal to set up against Chelsea this weekend, because this game is a must win for Arsenal. Chelsea are 6 points behind us. And yeah, man, then for me, I don't think they should be as competitive as they are, but they are creeping up the table and they're sort of going unnoticed, because we were focusing on Liverpool and Manchester City, but it looks like Chelsea and Maresca are keeping pace with us. So let's have a look. This is how I think we're going to line up and how I would like us to line up. So Raya in goal. Raya, please, you need to sort out your positioning, because you've been caught out a couple of times with that long range free kick from Sovaslai. One goal, the one we conceded the other day against Tottenham from Richarlison, long range. You were not in the right position. So switch on, and I'm sure that is going to be sorted. Just a different approach and a different mentality. I know it must be boring when the defense is so good and you're doing nothing all game, but focus is essential. A back four I'm expecting to see. So Jury and Timber should be starting on our right with Saliba and Hincapié. Mosquera might come in. I don't know why Hincapié was benched, but I prefer that combination with Mosquera. With Hincapié at the moment. Mosquera didn't do much wrong, but it's all about the balance. And in a team that we're going to be playing with the Garnachos and stuff, we need to make sure our balance in central midfield is perfect. So Hincapié, and our left back definitely needs to be Calafiori. Certainly Luis Kelly, I think, wouldn't struggle too much facing this Barcelona. You got this Chelsea with Estaval there. I think he might be all right. But certainly needs more match play, but I think we should keep him now for Spanish teams and cup games. I think Bayern Munich was a bit too much to ask for him, let's be honest. But not being too critical, I do not criticize him. It's not his fault. Midfield, I'm expecting Eze, Zubimendi, and Rice. That combination. Now, I've said a million times, me, Zubimendi, especially certain teams like these strong teams like the Newcastle, Sunderland, I don't think he's handling them very well, because sometimes he can get a bit too relaxed on the ball, but those guys, they pounce. They'll pounce on you, and he doesn't really know how to release the ball quickly just yet. But of course, learning curves. He's only been playing for us the last 15 games. He's going to learn, and I think next season is going to be unplayable. But right now, whatever he is learning. It's really benefiting us. Declan Rice praised him. He thinks his addition to the team has allowed him to be a better leader, as well as just it allows him to play more like a number 8 instead of like a number 6 who's stuck doing the defensive work. Although, to be fair, I preferred Declan Rice playing against Thomas Partey, but he seems to feel like he's more effective now, which works for me. I am happy with it. If you are happy with the deck, certainly our best player in the team. Up front, we definitely should start with Saka on the left. Mikel Merino is our default centre forward when we do not have Gyökeres, so he's going to be in there whether we like it or not. And I think with a team like Chelsea, they're not probably as accomplished as Bayern Munich, so he might be more effective. Leandro Trossard unfortunately picked up an injury against Bayern. I am not sure how serious it is, because this is a preview, if you know what I mean. I'm recording this very early. I'll do another preview probably on Saturday for my TikTok. We'll see what the team news is regarding his injury. I would love him to start there, because I think Leandro Trossard starting there has really helped our results the last few games since Manchester City. Have you noticed he's just grown into that role? He is bouncing off the other players so well. His movement is crisp. They can find him so easily because of the way he moves. Everybody, Eze, Zubimendi, Rice, they find him very easily, and I'd really like him to start. But if he can't start, we certainly can add Noni Madueke there. Noni would love to start this game, but I prefer Noni on the right. But we can't, if it's between him and Saka, it's going to be Saka, but Noni might start. We've got that option, definitely. And I don't know, because Trossard is not playing, and just how impressive Martinelli can be when he comes on. Mikel Arteta might consider starting him. I'm not sure. I don't think he should. But if he does, you know what? I'm not sniffing at it, because I now trust Arteta 100% so far, and we're going to give it a go. So this fixture will be on Sunday evening, 4:30 kickoff my time. In terms of Chelsea, I think Chelsea are certainly going to play this almost the same team that they played against Barcelona, and this is how they lined up. Robert Sanchez in goal, and they had a back four of Cucurella, who is in monstrous form at the moment, Chalobah and Fofana, who I hear great things about. Apparently he is so impressive, and Gusto. I like this Gusto guy. I've seen him play a few times, and he's pretty okay. Now, they had holding midfielders. Now, Reece James is certainly, I think, a defender, but this lineup that LiveScore have got up, they've put him in sort of like a holding midfield position there. I think we should swap Reece James and Gusto. They probably overlap or something. So, Reece James and Moses Caicedo. Now, this Moises Caicedo, I need to do a show, Moses Caicedo or Declan Rice. I definitely am going to do that. So Moses Caicedo is another player Arsenal went in for. They went in for Caicedo, and we lost out to Chelsea, but it was a very close one. The same way it happened with Eze, where we were like, and in the end, it was a disappointing one, but he went to Chelsea. Certainly, I know he plays for Chelsea, but I'm not going to hate. We certainly wanted this guy, and we lost out. But he is another demonic midfielder. Very good, very stable. He's also threatening offensively, defensively. He gives you everything Declan gives you. He gives you everything Declan gives you. But Declan says it's more of a number 6, whereas Dec is number 8. But Dec has been playing the number 6 role, covering for Partey, covering, I think, a lot for Zubimendi as well, because I think he does 2 jobs in one Dec. I think he does. He definitely puts in a bigger shift, because I don't think his obligations are as involved Caicedo as Declan's. Now, the attacking midfield for Chelsea are Garnacho, former Man U player who probably couldn't wait to leave Man U. He was getting a lot of the blame. Everyone was getting it in the head. Højlund, him. They were young players who were not being utilized correctly. Man U really need to figure out what they want. So Garnacho, Enzo Fernandez, another one. I love this guy, honestly. I know lots of Chelsea players, fans, do not love him, but I do. I think he's one of their best players, certainly. When he's playing, I always see him take shots at goal, being threatening and going for it. And then their little boy is Estaval. This Estaval guy, yeah, the first game I saw him in, he came on just before the game started. Cole Palmer got injured, and he was put in. Little boy, I think he's only like 17 or something, very young, very bright, and he ran that offensive line for them. He is a very dangerous little player, and whoever is going to be marking him needs to be on their toes. Honestly, it's going to be a tough day that day for Cala. I hope it's Calafiori, he's fit, because he will need to be on his A game. This boy is not to be played with. And then up front, Pedro Neto, this guy, what can you say? Pedro Neto is a good goal scorer, gets involved in creating opportunities as well. But certainly, I think Arsenal should be able to win this game quite easily. I don't remember the last time Chelsea beat us. But yeah, I think Arsenal definitely have got the advantage in this tie, but I'm not sniffing at Chelsea's abilities. Their team is pretty strong, but I think their forward line is stronger than their defensive line, and our defense is stronger. Our midfield is stronger. Our offensive, not as strong, but we've got set pieces, don't we? We've got set pieces and we'll get them on anyone's head, and we're going to have that opportunity. And then if they do their best chance is to do a low block, basically defend, but they do not have their capability, I think, to defend. So they are going to be exposed. And I can see Arsenal winning this easy 3-1 or 2-0, 3-1, but we are going to be scoring that day. Because, yeah, our squad depth means that even when we go into a game and we are not getting the opportunities right then because the other side have figured us out, a change in personnel, is going to unlock everything. So I want to look at our substitutes options. Like, so 27th, which on the 27th, Arsenal and Man U are going to do a behind the scenes training session to try and get their injured players back up to form. So that means that people like Odegaard are going to have a game. Martinelli certainly will have a game because obviously he hasn't had much fitness. Miles Lewis-Kelly, who looked a bit sort of off pace against Olise and that little Lanet Carl for Bayern Munich, definitely needs to get a game as well. So we've got our injured players. Jesus is back. Noni Madueke is back. So we do have a few players coming back from injury, and we need to get them a game. So I'm hoping that game that Arsenal are going to be playing behind closed doors will get especially Odegaard in, because we miss in certain games. We need Odegaard's creativity. Our issue will come into deciding who plays Odegaard or Eze. Please do not ask me to choose. Do not ask me to choose, because I'm going to have to be disloyal here. But also the way Odegaard responded to Eze's contribution against Bayern Munich shows you that they do not care. Did you see the celebrations from Gabriel, who was sat on the bench when Arsenal beat Tottenham? They were literally so happy. Even Ben White, who has been seeing the bench because of Timber's form, was absolutely ecstatic at the way we went about it. So these guys know the opportunities are going to come. But so far, early prediction, I am going for an Arsenal win. It's going to be another 3-1 win for Arsenal, and we're going to extend our lead at the top of the table to 9 points against Chelsea. Let me know what you think, you guys, because it's really important. I want to hear your opinions. I don't want to be too biased. I can't help it sometimes, But yeah, it's going to be amazing. So let me know what you think. And if you can do me a favor by maybe sharing this video, liking, commenting, so that we can get some more interactions going, because, that's what keeps me going. And I really appreciate you guys for your support. I am Daliso. This is Daliso Sports Show. I am on Facebook and I'm on TikTok as well. And yeah, find me there. But yeah, so far so good. Thank you so much, you guys. And this is my Chelsea versus Arsenal prediction. Right, see you guys. Bye-bye.